rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. May all mother sentient beings, boundless as the sky, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be liberated from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they never be separated from the happiness which is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. May all mothers sentient beings, boundless as the sky, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be liberated from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they never be separated from the happiness which is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. The ground is sprinkled with scented water and strewn with flowers. It is adorned with Meru, the supreme mountain, the 4 continents, and the sun and moon. As a Buddha field, I offer it. May all sentient beings attain the happiness of the Buddha fields. To the lamas who possess the 3 kayas, I offer the outer, inner, and secret offerings. With my body, wealth, and all that is visible, please grant me the supreme realization, enlightenment. Om Guru Deva Dakine Ranna Mandala Pratija Soha. Whatever merit I have gathered through prostrating, offering, confessing, rejoicing, beseeching, and praying, for the sake of the enlightenment of all sentient beings, all this I dedicate. Unequaled refuge, ornament of the world, your fame pervades the 3,000 worlds. You are the victor Vajradhara without a doubt. I bow at the feet of the Father, Jigten Sumgun. Continually I think of no one but you. Compassionate One, grant your blessings. Dispel the darkness that surrounds my heart. Please bless me so that I realize the unelaborated nature of mind. Please turn the wheel of the Dharma, of the 2 vehicles and the practices common to both, according to the dispositions and likewise the mental capacities of sentient beings. I pay homage to the Guru and Protector Manjushri. Your intellect is completely pure and utterly clear like the sun freed from the clouds of the 2 obscurations. You hold a bound volume at your heart center because you see all things exactly as they are and in their extent. Whoever is in the prison of existence, stifled by the darkness of ignorance and pained by suffering, you love all the masses of beings like your only child. Your speech that possesses the 60 type of melodies roars mightily like a dragon. Thus you awaken the sleep of afflictions and release the shackles of karma. You brandish a sword, thus you dispel the darkness of ignorance and sever all possible sprouts of suffering. Primordially pure, you have reached the 10 bhumis end. Your embodiment of good qualities is complete. The body of the chief of the conqueror's sons is adorned by 112 signs. To dispel the darkness of my mind, I bow down to Manjushri. Huamarapatanadi, Huamarapatanadi, Huamarapatanadi. By the light rays of your supreme loving knowledge, utterly dispelling my mind's dark delusion, please bestow the light of confident intellect for comprehension of the text of the canon.
Dongwe Duji Shajere Zandra, Jinjamada Duja Punjamba, Sergio Lambo, Dover Jibuk, Shaji Jarbeja, Guazanza, Dorjan Janji, Delona Rodam, Abamala Jija Gamboba, Pamodra Javan Dragombe, Kajulama Namje Dajon, Danandana Damjed, Lama Labala Jesus. La Sayon Dinjan Zung Alavan, Dintre Dunjin Rebekele Zur, Danandana Zera Damjed, Lama Labala Jesus. La Sayon Dinjan Zung Alavan, Dintre Dunjin Rebekele Zur, Danandana Zera Damjed, Lama Labala Jesus. La Sayon Dinjan Zung Alavan, Dintre Dunjin Rebekele Zur, Dinjin Zawe Lama Jije Kusong Doje Sinlan Dada Dage Julan Pine. Dage Dimba Dansim Jije Doja Jimbo Rambar, Toksewa Jimbe Gone. Jizu Zongshen Sinja Labde Sor. Da Katsang Azoke Chetan Namba Sanje Pala Do Parsin Tikpa Tanga Lamich Tikpa Sin Tikpa Namba Ni Yuba Imbari Tendu Kazang Aran Sogata Hiate Do Parsin Tibukorni Huyobari and it Terenta Natsoki Hiate the Lamit Tibukorn Junze Huna Samso.
Oh, it is, okay. Indicative. Yesterday we have said there is basically two vehicles within Buddhism. That is first the vehicle of the sutras, of the paramitas, and then there is the vehicle of the secret mantra, or the unsurpassed vehicle of the Vajrayana. And so yesterday we talked about the first vehicle of the paramitas, the Sutra Vehicle. And today we are going to talk about the second, the tantric vehicle, the unsurpassed vehicle of secret mantra.
Nga lami tikpa siya sangha laukiyo hyogoyo bari. Sangha shi hyowa tila tsikla tsingre jabayina sangha hibata karen hyogoyo sina. Chirtang sangwa hibata nga tso chomla jachimbo. Chomrang rawo jine, mo mangbo la, mo kanjo manjo la me xie yang rawo. De chane sangwa. Nga shibate, tene yang nyamli tse de dimba ke kanza, tanda le da karwa dimba, tanda la tene xie chokpa, ji chane tanda rawo jile nda xie jawa je yore. Tega na yin ke sang shibate yang tamtsai nyam sunda, tamtsai nyam cha sin sunjo, tanda la sangwa ji. Ani tamsek de demba kanza to sola yang teke kachu de nang choba tela ngapa sitrajin de he jek jaw tangarang ke ta chazogolo lobjong ro ti ko tes che pa le ta tara che pa tab de shin ro ngarang ken de he jam kanan ro som ko yo shiba ina sang kiba de jedang aso sanghan de nyamli chiba la jiu kanza la wangpo ramreng tasom si ro wangpo ramreng tasom shiba de hirap 다 체청라고지 저 히랍 체청된 가서 남중게 제 르바 장보 즈마라야란 케포 다 그마자야란 케포 된다고 많이 봐. 네 주니 그 내로 그 돈라 teni kheba imba tandak thone kheme ke tadat thone yogor ten jobar sipala tambo soso gi ju la chazoglo nyumo bala so ba pha jom teni nyamda to ba churchi ba tandak jirwa ten de ta ko le lab thone ngarang ke rekhie che hyo e hi tawa imba ina ta sang hibade jiw wangbo tama to sola bepe church 공무살 두보 많이 봐 베베서지 봐 띵바 디찬에 상와스 나빠 시바데 다라테 왕보랍 지 왕보랍 히랍데 디마토 솔라 데니코 나서 그 카톡 바다나 띵조 바다 던다게 찬이 데니 상하 지시는 르사르 섬네로 ngak tarate chogar ta nga tata an chron choke che lama da bo jin ma chu hye ke yo na ba ke marwa ta ne che zo go nga chu chu go ba se tu den do be che zo go che ti nam ban do inde chron chu su su mre ngore ne maung ba la tu kala nyam je be sangha la ya chin ni de man thar an do la do san de sanskrit ke la ta ti ke chek do kanda ba yong kun do o ta da ba nyam je je ba na chin ni de la go ji chen bo yo de ba ta na ji res
Now we have said that another way of referring to the tantric vehicle of the unsurpassed vehicle is a secret mantra. And there's different ways of explaining that term, the meaning of those terms, secret and mantra. Secret can be explained in this way. For example, it is called secret because it is not a teaching that is given in public, in the midst of like a large assembly of people. So it is kept more like in a private sphere. And then mantra, because or tantric practice, because it is meant for those practitioners or genuine practitioners who are endowed with karmic fortune and wisdom. So that is one way to explain it. Another way to explain secret is that it has to do with the samaya. It is kept secret due to the like the possibility of there being a samaya like breakage or decline or degeneration. And so it is a mantra because it is meant for those who are able to keep their samaya, those who possess samaya. So those to those it is suitable to grant those teachings. So that is another way of explaining it. So from my own perspective, I've done some studying on that, and to explain it just in simple terms, what is term secret here. In general, we talk about different mental capacities, individuals with higher, middling, and lower mental capacities. And now the practice of the secret mantra is meant for those with the highest mental capacity or wisdom. And so when we speak about the different levels of wisdom here, we are not speaking in the ordinary sense of like intelligence, like a smart person who is really skillful in like lying to others or stealing from others and so on. So not smart in that sense, but someone who is skilled in understanding the actual nature of dharmata, of reality. And so that requires that someone has, to some extent, eliminated the afflictive emotions in their mind stream and have attained some experience and understanding. So now this term secret then refers to a hidden meaning, something that is hidden from those, naturally hidden from those who possess a lower, an inferior mental capacity. So it is not directly shown to those. it is shown to those who possess higher mental capacities and who are endowed with wisdom or intelligence. And it is said that to those individuals, these teachings can be given in a very direct way. And so now when I'm explaining these teachings to you on the meaning of the Vajrayana, the secret mantra, then it might seem that now I'm here, the Lama, explaining the Dharma, giving teachings on the Dharma. But actually, we should rather see it as more like a dialogue, a discussion about the Dharma. And so then also through this and also in the future, you will gain a deeper understanding of, for example, this Sanskrit term mantra or secret mantra.
Tene ta wambo ravi imba kanrawa ha kogre, ta wambo thama imba kanrawa ha kogre san trawa leba ina. Wambo rab te ngacho chuni kenne lo goa zam je ravi na to thaba, chuni jinne lo to thaba. Te mena yang chuni kenne lo go de sen lo trawa jewa. Tene lama gevishi ni cheparwa tendran tene chu dang wang dang long hyun de ne tene sen tror ba tendar chane ta wambo raps ta wambo ta thaman ro ji ena pachir ta ji sangha chu de goa zam ji sinhang ji wa da yang mo mo ga ba da ran yin ge tendar chane wambo thaman ro yan de jir sang go ina ya ta wambo thama tendar ji le ka wa me ba tendar yu jo mari sam song kai sinang gro rom bo che ki tendar song yore Guru Rinpoche ke Guru Pema Sambhava ra Kong Kanda Song Risina te du Nima la te Sangha Timba te Zambalene Yons Tar Song Yor te Sangha Rewa Matoba Simji Mayong Song Tena Song Do te Ndu Ngeke Ngatsu Nalo la Sangha Chula Chizogan Rewa Mayong Watan Wampo Tama Tena Yin Yake Pache Semra Jimari Samsa.
So then, how does an individual with higher mental capacity understand those teachings, and how is it with those of lower mental capacity? So, for example, someone that possesses a higher mental capacity, they might be able to understand, realize the actual nature of dharmata by simply being shown this nature. And then having seen this nature, having understood this nature, also an actual experience, a feeling arises within them. And so then those individuals might have encountered a very unique, a very special guru from whom they have received teachings, empowerments, transmissions, and based on these then their minds can become liberated. And then how is it with someone that possesses inferior or lower mental capacity then? Some say that those, when they hear about the secret mantra teachings, when they only hear about those teachings, they feel afraid, or they naturally feel a dislike towards those teachings. And however, personally, also I feel that we cannot really call them inferior, or those who do not possess karmic fortune because they are of lower capacities, because actually Guru Rinpoche and Guru Padmasambhava actually himself had said that the teachings of the secret mantra will actually spread widely, especially in those times of degeneration, and they will be particularly beneficial for sentient beings in the degenerate age. And so because these teachings are specifically meant for the degenerate age, we cannot say that everyone of so-called lower capacity cannot establish a connection or actually is of lower capacity. So actually I think that we should not be concerned about this.
Lami hibate Lami hin bada karela ko yursina ta gona mi ba rawla ko yur gona mi ba rawla ta kandar gona mi ba la ko yur gona mi ba la de ta sanje ji komphan ji thogwa ina ta thallam dele Plasaji Miba. Talam del Nursaji Miba. And in Drev del Plasaji Tudimiba, the Talan Tin. Tichani Lami Sanga Lami Layade Nando Teres.
And so then this term unsurpassed, unsurpassed means there is nothing that is superior, higher than it. So in order to attain the state of enlightenment, there is no greater path of liberation. There is no swifter path. There is no higher, no greater fruition to be attained. So that is the meaning of this term unsurpassed.
Sanga Lami Tikpa Laya, Tikpa, Labding also Namju Tikpa, Jala Korea, Tikpa, Tasona, Chipar, Nando. Kanis natural Tikpa, Trapo, Bombo, Yabu Yobaina, Jala Chimboka, Tikpa, Kurt Toba. Dina Churan, Tikpa, Hivate, so take a yin pin Sanchok Sam the thing you bury. The yin pin Sanchok Sam Kase Jachubo Yobaina, Chuka Type and Ross Sinjin Tamje, then cheat. Churanke Kecha Shepa in Bainari, Sama Subainari, Tene Churamani Gubaina, Samaji Yinduchi, the Hotaba, Yindu Kurt Chirnuba, Tichani, Tibachimbo Labuyuri. Laport the Tarangazo Sangha Lamiji Tiban there, Tene Pejachiwala, Chichani, Namkale Jachiwa. Tene Ten Sabachani Shebaina, Tene Matsu Jamso legend Ten Saba. And da ko Shirabran yin Sarvan yin Chani Shebaina, Nima legend Uchewa. Then units are Nima can also tata, Matsu Megan Tong Yimbag Nakon Te Sartoko Yuri, the Nima can also Loy, Jula Yopen Maripat Sertoko Yomari. Sonsa Sahalami, Talan Tel Tindone, Matsu Loy Jug Maripat Sertoko Yobarwa, Tichani Tarate, Nima les Usawa. And in da Kurang driven out in Ziduk Bimba, Hajanke, Tronhang Jin, the Bandawul Chanihibaina, that Dawa legend. Ninjawalan, they said, Jetan Dawa, Ninjibor, Yintamay, Transo, Kandasam, machine, that they send out the Lemdayate, Jetan also Pula Jag, Region Shukchimbo Pari, they and the Jala, the Chamjuk and Jupas, and Hingama Boji or Tsunana, that Dawa to solve Missibak in Ninjibo in Bats, the Zoman portrait and Ayore. Teaching up at Chesem Til Leon Sibare, Cantat Hangazu Samata, Tumunda, Method Suningi Bond or Segura. Cantar Sanga Lamik in Drevete, Hajanke, Golabos and Yangibo. Then also did Drevet the Tobaina, then in Drevet Chet and Papa, Deva Cheparji. Then Ragachani, then Tarate Drevelamik Tepa Shukobaris.
And then there's the term yana or vehicle. A vehicle, for example, is in a conventional sense anything that can transport all kinds of objects. For example, if you have a very stable, a very strong vehicle, then that vehicle can carry a heavy load, many things. And so here in the Vajrayana sense, it refers to the extent of one's altruistic intent. So here in the secret mantra, the altruistic intent is vast, so it is a great vehicle, because it is whatever you do it for the purpose of infinite sentient beings. So whether you're talking to someone, or you're eating food, or even when you're sleeping, whatever you do, you dedicate it for the benefit of others. And with that intent, you can take on the benefit of others in a very vast sense. So it is a vast vehicle. The secret mantra, the unsurpassed vehicle of secret mantra, is very vast. It is even more vast than the sky. In terms of depth or profundity, it is even more deep than the vast ocean. And in terms of the brightness of the nature of wisdom, it is even more luminous than the sun itself. And that is really true because, for example, the sun can dispel the darkness so we can see. But the sun still is not able to dispel the darkness of ignorance from our minds. And the teachings of the unsurpassed secret mantra vehicle are able to dispel this darkness of ignorance, and therefore they are even more luminous, more bright than the sun itself. And then it is also called, this vehicle is called the vehicle of fruition, or the resultant vehicle. Fruit or fruition, the fruition is extremely pleasing or beautiful, just like the moon. So I'm not sure if there's something that you can relate to, that why we say the moon is so beautiful. But also the Tibetan Buddhist tradition is heavily influenced by the Indian tradition, and in the old ancient Indian poetry you do find a lot of composition that whenever you speak about beauty, something beautiful, often the metaphor of the moon is given. So the moon is something that one identifies with, something that is very beautiful. Something that is like a flower fully ripened. So the result or the fruit of the secret mantra, to put it in simple terms, is the most beautiful or most superior, superior to anything else, exceedingly beautiful. So that is like an etymological explanation on this term, the unsurpassed resultant vehicle of secret mantra.
Tene tarasanga ke chungar de tambo dajak tumba ke chungar de kurb kaps yang khunre yang yedam dorjin chang ngol yente tene chungar de korware sumare te ngarang cho ina yang tata nga chu nga ha ko machama che yedam ko la jinrem yedam ko la che ta jinrem chi ya gomya de sola che de troa yo re so pe mesi ya bore yimba ina yang nga chu kar gor sna tomba ni pe kar chimore 아주 돈이 라워들 삼노데 문도 마성바이나 쭝쭝제 가라요 바리스나 예당고 라드서 체 미바 고음바가스 예당고 라드 콜 파카질 란잉 드럽데반도 샨도로다 데 샤데와이나 다상 아주 그 냠니 집에네 값은 타치도 노라다 게 말이 데 이나 양 아주 로 렘페가 공도 로베네 값은 데 예당고 라드 파카질 란 속도 드럽데바다 나 진소와이나 덴데 그 요바 말이 다인 심바이나 페나 사자 파딘 사자 바기 심바 임드라 가나나 짐바 쇼나 따와민 소는 된 짐바 쇼로 요르다 따와민 스디 양답 따와데 마리란 짐바 쇼소한 고 간스 파칼라 예당고라드 파칼라 직 축톱도 드럽데 반다고 진 진로 요라 데 임바인사 된 데게 요 마리스 대가 나이게 까주바 차 야바나 제 감보바게 다라데 나초게 트로아 이히스 차와 신절로 송도 트로아 이히스 차와 람데 고 트로아 데 파칼라 트로아 고 동니 그랑 인자 마도게 축톱도 드럽데 바 많이 봐 디나네 저이 차고 요 송고 요 바리 데 많이 봐 파칼라치 도도도고 지랑 이지 드럽데 바 디니 서신랍도 용고와 삼 땅바이나 디가 솔 딘징 상운데 다랑 가서 로 줄로 요데 바 델티네 다라디 신랍데 서 쇼토고 미 바리 대한한 인게 가서 글로벌 차 야와인 바이나 다라데 람라치 모투소나나 데니 산조게 셈당 대한한 인게 양답 따와서 람 람바나바 썸띵 루틴 조데 제데 가르스는 임종글로 데니 장조게 셈 데니 조 체기제데 양답 따와서 대야가 사자 신바 이르할 때당 감보바게 다라데 트로아 이히스 차와데서 난동 찍바를 책만하면서 데는 양답 따와서 양답 따와라야데 양다 가니 양다 그러시나 맞죠 열스를 딘베 트바 딘드럽제 맞죠 그 요리 산데 진도야 텔레 다 그러시 가래 다 그러시나 디 딘바데 헥부터니 디니 따와데 먼저 저거 요리서 다나 인게 맞죠 니마 반도로 차 야바이나 니마 바게 다라데 yoga napa something 요리 대 yoga napa something 야 탈도나 가르송 거리스나 추탐지 냐바니 침보송 추탐지 냐바니 라암디 유지 소소라니 그 로데당 열파간의 예당을 라서진은 서데바테니 탐지 냐바니 동바니 그란지 냐바니 대다봉안에 되는 산다고 이르송 말 예마도 ngaglote ke tini phaka ke yor ten zimba insan so na ten de yo mare ten de namba sanje ba ke tara bu kanji ge jong tar de junta chimbo ye de junta chimbo shiba na ri chuju chimbo shiba na ri de yibo de chama ke chei mandam se don ji ba ji jang ten ten de nga zo ke de ha ko ge de chimbo ri sang go yo.
So when our teacher, the Buddha, actually turns the wheel of the secret mantra, Dharma, he arose in the form of the Idam Vajradharam and turned the wheel of Dharma, of secret mantra. And so now also we engage in the secret mantra practice. We all like to practice the Idam deity, the visualization, the generation stage, and so on, and that is very good. But we also must keep in mind that when we visualize the deity, when we practice the deity, it is also important to keep the empty nature of this deity in mind. Because now the fault of neglecting the empty nature of the deity is that when you first you visualize the form of the Yidam deity, and if you neglect the empty nature of the deity, then the deity that appears to you appears just like an inherently existing individual entity, like an existing thing. And so now temporarily on the path of practice, that might not actually pose such a big issue, but then as you continue to progress along the stages of meditation, of practice, if you continue to hold on to the Yidam deity or believe in the inherent existence of the deity as being a self-sufficiently existing entity, that actually is a mistaken way of viewing the deity. In the Sakyabha has said in these words of advice that once there is grasping, you do not hold the view. And even if you practice the deity, if you grasp at the deity as possessing an inherent existence, that is a mistaken view. You're not holding the correct view. Or in the Kagyu lineage, Gampopa had said, grant blessings that confusion arises as primordial wisdom. And so confusion here means that the appearance that appears to us, the things that appear to us, those objects, actually we hold them to be truly existing, when actually whatever appears to us, all appearances, they are actually empty of self-nature and they do not actually possess an inherent existence. But to hold them to be truly true, separately existing things, separate from us, that is the confusion. And so now when we practice the Yidam deity, for example, then the Yidam deity becomes the appearance that appears to us. And so if we view the deity as this existing entity, existing separately from us, and we request the deity to grant blessings, then actually we hold the deity from the perspective of a dualistic perception. And due to that, the actual blessings of the deity cannot really enter our mind. And then also in the Gelugpa tradition, in the Lamrim Chemo, the great stages of the path, these stages are basically explained in 3 levels. That is renunciation, bodhicitta, and the third one is the most important one, and that is to hold the true, the authentic view. And actually, that explanation on that authentic view might be different in terms of the words that are being used from Gampopa or in the Sakya and so on, but it really all refers to the same thing. So what is meant here with the authentic, the true view? It is that you do not hold the appearing object that seems to be on the outer level as possessing an inherent self-sufficient existence. And for as long as you hold this view, you're not actually holding the authentic, the true view. So that is important to understand. Then, for example, in the Nyingma tradition, the Nyingma tradition explains it from the perspective of 3 yogas, and then the essence of that, the most important point of that, is that it says that all phenomena are great equanimity, and that is the appearing object and the perceiving mind that perceives that object are actually the same. They are great equanimity. And so now the Yidam being, that appearing object, then is actually indivisible from the mind perceiving it. So you need to visualize the Yidam deity from within the state of such an understanding of the natural emptiness of this appearance. And not that the Yidam deity is this outer or other appearing object over there. And so now in Tibet, the 4 major lineages have spread, the